Assalamu alaikum grade 5. Welcome back to another lesson. Today we have two learning objectives that we are going to achieve. Our first one is to write a number in its expanded form. Now, we have done writing our numbers in words and figures. So in relation to those two topics, you have today's new topic, which is to write a number in its expanded form. Okay, so let's look at how it is done. So you have, I have three examples here. We'll solve all of this together. Okay, so the first number is 1587614. Now you'll be asking me what is an expanded form. So let's see, I'll explain it to you first, then I'll come back to expanded forms. Okay, now when you have a number given to you, what do you do first? You place your commas like you have done for writing numbers in words and writing numbers in figures. The first thing that you do is place your commas. So we'll be doing that first. Okay, counting from the starting from the right, moving to the left, counting 3 digits. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Okay, so what is this number, if anyone can tell me? This is, you've done words, right? So this is 1,587,614. Now let's see what an expanded form is. So in an expanded form, it is very easy. You'll start from here. Okay, now the first digit is 1, so you'll write 1. Okay, now after 1 you'll count how many digits are there. So moving 1, how many are there? So you have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Isn't that right? Like when you get 1 out of the way, how many digits do you have after 1? So you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 digits after 1. Okay, so you've counted the digits. Now you will put that many number of zeros. So how many digits were there? 6. So after this 1 you will put 6 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, now you'll put an addition sign, plus. You'll see the next number. You finished with 1 now. Okay, 1 is finished for us. So after we are done with 1, okay, moving on to the next number, which is 5. So you'll write 5 again. Count the number of digits after 5. So after 5, that is, it starts from 8. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. How many digits are after 5? 5 digits. So how many zeros are you going to put? 5 zeros. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Again you'll put a plus sign. Now which digit is left? Which digit is after 5? You have 8. So you'll write 8. How many digits are there after 8? So you have 1 2 3 and 4. So you'll put 4 zeros. Again a plus sign. Then which digit do you have after 8? You have a 7. So 7. And how many digits after 7? 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. Next, which is the next digit? It is a 6. So you'll write 6. How many digits after 6? 1 2. So how many zeros? 1 and 2. Plus. Now 6 is also over. 6 is also over. Now you have 1. So you'll write 1. How many digits after 1? Only 1 digit. So you'll put only 1 zero. Plus the last digit is 4, but there is no digit after 4, so you will leave it like that. So this form that we have written is called the expanded form. So when you're given a number like this, to write it in the expanded form, you'll put your commas first. You'll take your first number, you'll take your first digit, which was 1 for us, then count the number of zeros after 1 and count the number of digits after 1 and put that many zeros. Now 1 is over, then take 5 now. Count the number of zeros after 5, count the number of digits after 5, put that many zeros. Similarly, 8, 7, 6, 1 and 4. So now look at this one. Again, going in the same manner as we did before, we'll put our commas first. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, our first is 9. Now, what is this number in words? This is 9,412,125. Now, writing this in its expanded form, you will start with the first digit, that is 9. How many zeros after 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Plus, the next digit is 4. How many zeros after 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, the next digit is 1. How many zeros after 1? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2. How many zeros after 2? 3. Plus, the next one is 1. How many zeros after 1? 2, because you have 1 and 2 digits. Next is 2. There's only one digit after 2, so you'll have only 1 0. Plus, the last digit is 5. So 5 remains as it is. Now, the last one you can do on your own. You can try it on your own and see what the answers come out to. Okay. Now, for our second topic of the day, our learning objective is to round off a number to the nearest whole number. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a whole number is. Can you think of whole numbers? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, all of these are whole numbers. Yes? Okay. So now you have to see how to round off a number to the nearest whole number. So for that, there is a rule. So the rule that you have to follow is here, which says if the digit after the decimal point is 5 or more than 5. Now 5 or more than 5 means 6, 7, 8 or 9. So if the digit after the decimal point is 5 or more than 5, then add 1 to the previous number. So with the help of an example, we will see how this comes into play. Okay, so let's look at this one. Now I'm sure we all know what decimals is. This point that you have here is called a decimal point. It's like a dot. Okay, so you have our first example, which is 25.87. Now, the rule was the digit after the decimal point. So you have your decimal point and the digit immediately after the decimal is 8. So what do you have to do? You have to check whether it is greater than 5 or greater than 5 or less than 5. Now, clearly 8 is greater than 5. Yes. So the number after the decimal is 8 and it is greater than 5. So what did the rule say? Add 1 to the previous number. Now if this is my 8, what is my previous number? Previous means you have to go before. So previous number comes out to be 5. Yes. So the previous number is 5. So what you do is you add 1. So plus 1 to your 5. So your new number which you have rounded it off to, 2 remains the same, 5 you have added 1, so that is 6. And you'll forget the part after the decimal. You will only write the part before the decimal in a new manner. So you have 25.87 gets rounded off to 26. And how did that come about? You saw your decimal point first. You saw the digit after the decimal. So the immediate digit after the decimal is 8, which is greater than 5. It is not 5 and it is definitely greater than 5. So what did the rule say? If it is more than 5, then add 1 to the previous number. So when you have to go to the previous number, you have to go one step back. So one step back, you will reach 5. So you will add 1 to your 5. So 5 plus 1 is 6 and your 2. Now let's look at another example. You have 96.13. So according to our rule, you'll check the digit after the decimal point. So here's my decimal. Here's my decimal point. And after my decimal, I have 1. Is it greater than 5? No, it's not greater than 5. So if you have a number which is not greater than 5, It is the easiest thing to do. You have to write the number as it is. So if your number after the decimal is not greater than 5 and it is not 5 also, that is if it is any number between 1, 2, 3 and 4, less than 5 means this. Any number which is less than 5 is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if you have a number after the decimal which is less than 5, the number before the decimal remains the same. So 96 will be just 96 and you will forget the point and any value after that. So 96.13 is rounded off to 96. Okay, let's look at another example. 59.86. So you have your decimal point. You have your number after the decimal which is 8 and 8 is greater than 5. So what did we say? If a number is greater than 5, you add 1 to the previous number. So the previous number is 9. You will add 1 to 9. So 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 1 carry over to 5. So that is 60. Or if you don't want to do that, you can do 59 plus 1. What is 59 plus 1? Which is 60. So the nearest whole number, that 59.86 can be rounded off to, is 60. Let's look at this one now. You have your decimal point. You have your digit after the decimal. Now what is the digit after the decimal? It's 2. Is it less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5. So you will do you have to add 1 to the previous number now? What did the rule say? If the digit is 5 or more than 5, then you should add 1 to the previous number. But here the digit is less than 5. So we leave the number in the same way. You leave it as 71 only. Yes? So 71 is the nearest whole number. That 71.21 is rounded off to. Now remember, when you are rounding it off, after I've written 26, after I've written 96, 60 and 71, I did not write the decimal part. Because if you write the decimal part again, your answer will be wrong. Because you are rounding off to the nearest whole number. If I write 26 point something, is it a whole number? No, whole numbers are just numbers like 1, 2, 3, 25, 26, 98, 99. They don't have a decimal. So if I write decimal in my final answer, you'll have it wrong. So what did we do today? We have done the decimal, we have done rounding off to the nearest whole numbers. So to round off, what are you going to round off? A decimal value, you will round off to the nearest whole number. So what is the rule for that? You have to check the decimal point and you have to check the number after the decimal point. So if the number is 5 or greater than 5, then you will add 1 to the previous digit. So here I have 8, the number I have 8 which is more than 5. So I will be adding 1 to the previous number. See now, I said you should add 1 to 5. What if you just do 25 plus 1? 25 plus 1 is the same as 5 plus 1 which is 6 and 2. So what you do is you just add 1 to the number before the decimal. Here you have 1 which is less than 5. So the answer remains the same. The value before the decimal is your answer. Here you have 2 which is again less than 5. So the value before the decimal is your final answer. Here you have 59.86. Again you have after the decimal 8. And 8 is clearly greater than 5. So you will add 1 to the previous number. So you have 59 plus 1 which is 60. It is as easy as that. Okay, now what you do is you go ahead with the method where you're just adding 1 to this whole number. So you have 25, just add 1 to 25 which is 26. You have 59, just add 1 to 59 which makes it 60. So it is just as easy as that. And I'll be giving you more problems so that it brings you more clarity regarding this topic. I hope you understood it all. If you did not, then you can get back to me. I'm there to help you. And I'll be sending questions in the group regarding both writing numbers in their expanded forms as well as rounding off numbers to the whole nearest whole numbers. Okay, that's all for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.